Going on, everyone? This is Freddie Henderson here at the All Sports All Plays Network. This is Just Say the Truth with the brother Jonathan. He's returning back. What's going on, Jonathan?
Hey, what's up, everyone? How's everyone doing tonight? Hey, should I call Stephen A. Smith and see if I could be a one-time guest with him since Max Kellerman is now leaving the show?
Make the call, my brother. Make the call.
Man, I was thinking the same thing because I'm right in Jersey, man. I'm right across the train. I'm in train right away from New York, man. So.
Yeah, just do that rotating cast. Just hop in there.
Hey, man, wait, that's what I want to do for school. So I'm gonna be a sports broadcaster. So that'll be a perfect fit for me, man.
There you go. Then, unfortunately, our brother Tony could not make. Not Tony. Cole could not make the show tonight due to work. So we got Tony filling in for him tonight. What's up, Tony?
Not much, man. Happy that we got all this different sports to go over. Love the fact that there's all this off-season drama, for the NFL, and it starts in just a couple weeks. So I'm ready for the season to kick off.
Cool. Then we got our brother Jordan joining us. What's going on, Jordan?
Yes, sir, man. I'm waiting for this NBA season to kick off. I was in Vegas the other week. Vegas Summer League was kicking off red hot. Got some beef going on. I think the number 2 pick was heated. He didn't get the first pick, but I think he's on the He's on the Rockets, right?
Yep.
Jalen Green. So a lot of stuff going on. I mean, I'm excited, man. Ravens looking good this year. So let's get the show on the road, man. Let's go, man. How y'all doing?
All right. Then we got Justin joining the show. What's going on, Justin?
Not much. Just watching the Braves take the NL East right now.
Boo.
Let them stay at the top.
All right, gentlemen. Well, let's get it. As you guys know, we're a few weeks out to the NFL start of the NFL season. I know we all have been waiting. We've been waiting for this moment. There's a lot of teams that's waiting for their franchise quarterback to break loose. There's a lot of franchises that have to have some decisions along the way to decide who's their starting quarterback is going to be. So we're going to start with the Chicago Bears. We're going to debate who do we think should be the starting quarterback. Should it be Fields? Should it be Dalton? Or should it even be Nick Foles? Who shall it be? We're going to go with Jonathan on this one. My brother, who should be the starting quarterback?
I think it should be Justin Fields. Throw him out there. The only way he's going to learn and adapt is by playing, right? You don't want to have him just on the sideline, just sitting. I know he could learn behind a veteran like Andy Dalton, but quite frankly, I think since you drafted him and you brought him in, you plan to make him your future. So why not start now and give him, the playbook and let him do his thing? Let's see what he can give you, But I think it's the safe route for Matt Nagy to go with Andy Dalton, someone that's more established, someone that's been around for a long time. Because you got to remember, guys, Matt Nagy is coaching for his job. If Justin Fields' experiment doesn't work out right away and it doesn't pan out, guess whose fault that is? That's Matt Nagy. So Matt Nagy's on the hot seat. He has a tough decision to make. But if I'm him, I'm going to see what Justin Fields can bring.
All right, Jordan, do you feel the same as Jonathan, or do you think they should go with a different quarterback?
Well, when I saw him in a couple plays in the preseason, he kind of remind me of young Kyler Murray. I mean, well, obviously they're still both young, but a polished Kyler Murray, short quarterback, can run the football. He was running a couple plays, but I kind of agree with Jonathan. But one thing I feel like we should start Nick Foles first. Veteran, he did it in the Super Bowl a couple years ago. Veteran, because he can get hurt. You know what I'm saying? Justin Fields can get hurt. So why not? Look at Mahomes. He sat behind Alex Smith for a couple years, right, or a year, and now he's starting quarterback. So I feel like work him into the middle of the season, Justin Fields, and then have him sit and learn the process, and then get him in maybe like halfway through the season. But I think either Nick Foles or Andy Dalton with that veteran experience should start first. Not going to anything off to his game, but I don't want him to get hurt, at that young. So I feel like, start him later in the season, get him, obviously get him some reps in. Then I think you should start middle of the season.
Before I let Tony go, my thought process is when you look at Justin Fields, he's a young quarterback. Chicago have I bet you Chicago don't even know who the greatest quarterback of all time is. I mean, they have not had a quarterback in franchise history to work for that
Trubisky,
organization.
man.
I mean, yeah. So if I was them, I'm trying to save Justin Fields. I'm not putting him out there for danger. I'm starting Andy Dalton or Nick Foles, whoever you need to, until this team have an offensive line that's going to protect Fields. You have weapons for Fields to go out there and succeed. And until then, I'm not putting him out there on the field until he has everything right. That's just me. It is what it is, but they'll probably put Fields out there because one thing we all know the best time to take advantage of a quarterback is while they're on their rookie contract. Tony, what do you think?
I mean, I kind of agree with y'all for the most part. I mean, I think Andy Dalton should start. He's a veteran experience. It's what he was brought in to do. It's a good person for Justin Fields to learn from. And honestly, I kind of picture this a lot like how the Jacksonville Jaguars did with Blaine Gabbert, after David Garrard left. They threw Blaine right into the fire. And I mean, Blaine just never really got to have a successful NFL career, at least as a starter. Now, he's had a very good backup career, but I think Justin Fields is significantly better as far as talent goes with that. And plus, if you look at it, Pro Football Focus rates the Bears O-line as 28th in the league. So I mean, if you're going to start a rookie quarterback like that, you got to have some better success for him as far as some continuity of that O-line. They added Jason Peters as left tackle. But I mean, Jason Peters is 39 years old, and he's got a little bit of an injury history. And then Charles Leno is gone and is now with Washington. So, I mean, if it's me, if I know Matt Nagy's probably coaching for his job, if I'm the Bears leadership, I need to get rid of Ryan Pace. Matt Nagy has gone to the playoffs, with Mitch Trubisky as his quarterback. Even went 12-4 with him. So, to me, Matt Nagy knows how to coach. He just needs the right guy, and I think he needs a right support cast behind him as far as getting rid of Ryan Pace goes.
Justin, before I let you go, this is what Andy Dalton said, and I don't like it at all. He said, Justin is going to have a great career, but right now it's my time. Andy Dalton, you have to realize, even though I think Justin Fields do not need to start, you need to realize that at the end of the day, you're a veteran. I know they might have brought you in for this, but you are a veteran. You need to make sure this young quarterback is ready. And if he's the starter, they announce he's the starter, you should be happy. You should be supporting him. I don't want to hear you say it's your time. You've been had time. You was the star in Cincinnati. You had a chance in Dallas last year. You blew it. You are a backup quarterback in this league. Stop it. All right, Justin.
So I agree with y'all that Dalton will start the season, but I see Fields coming in probably about week 10. I think Fields could sit the entire season because he's only making, $18 million on his rookie contract. Where you look at Trevor Lawrence, he's making $36 million on his rookie contract. That's the discrepancy of the 10 picks. Trevor Lawrence being 1, Justin Fields being 10, is Justin Fields making half of what Trevor Lawrence is making. Something that y'all didn't cover, though, is I think Nick Foles shot himself in the foot when he mentioned going to the Colts and reuniting with Frank Wright and
Let him go.
Carson Wentz. So
Big Mike.
I think that kind of
Let him go.
Yeah, he's going to be let go. So yeah, I think Andy Dalton starting the beginning of the season. I think Fields may come in middle of the season, probably around the bye week.
Man, for some reason, I did a roll call on the tennis sheet to see who all going to be on the show.
Listen, bro.
Everybody said he was going to be on the show, but Mike. And it's funny, with the first time we talk about the Chicago.
That's what I thought, man. Perfect timing, now.
Here come Mike.
Listen, bro.
What's up, Mike?
I'm in COVID protocol right now. I don't know what's going on. This is horrible. I don't like this, whatever it is. I'll find out tomorrow. But I'll say this. I felt it. I felt it in the air that someone was talking shit about my Chicago Bears. So I had to jump on.
Who was it?
I don't know who it was. I'm not going to name names. But I felt it in the air, and I didn't like it. So I'll come on here, and I'll tell you exactly how I feel, from my personal experience. It was revealed today, our rookie tackle. We got rid of Charles Leno Jr. Bummed. Happy he's gone. We got Tevin Jenkins in the second round. Today he's having back surgery, so he's going to be out for the most of the season. We got Jermaine Ifedi at right tackle. Y'all know how that goes. That's a story for its own. But we got a bunch of guys who are injury prone on that line. I'll say it right now before I go out because I feel it coming. I don't want to mess up by choking all over this. But I'll say if that line is not healthy, with Tevin Jenkins already out, Jermaine Ifedi at right tackle, do not put that boy in. That boy is a god. That boy is the future of Chicago, and he's our only hope. And I'll be damned if there's another Joe Burrow situation over something as stupid as Matt Nagy trying to go 8-9 again. I'm not with it. I don't want it. Throw Andy Dalton at the Wolves. I don't care because Aaron Donald is coming week 1. Leonard Floyd's on his revenge tour. I'm not with that. Week 2, I think we got the Browns. The Packers are soon coming. Then we got the Vikings 2 times a year. I'm not with that smoke. I was with Justin Fields at the beginning, at the start of preseason. But as of right now, with this offensive line issues, I don't want those problems.
Yeah, I'm going 0-5.
Narrative. So we'll roll like Freddie, and we'll have a mediocre quarterback for this season.
I don't have no mediocre quarterback on my team, sir.
Are you sure? I saw that.
Are you sure?
Himself. Daniel Jones didn't tackle himself.
Nah, that was the turf. The turf monster guy.
Yeah,
turf monster.
Hey. Well, what you saying is y'all can get some potentially. Y'all can go 0-5.
Bro,
yeah, I don't know anyone on that team. I don't know any receivers on that team. Like they're all rookie to me. Like, I don't know. Like, who's their core for wide receivers? Like Alshon Jeffrey.
Bro, them Alshon Jeffrey, Brandon Marshall days, bro. Oh my god.
Oh man,
those were the days, bro. Matt Forte, Martellus Bennett before he like choke slammed Kyle Fuller. Those were the days, bro.
Y'all got Khalil Mack. He's a monster.
Oh, dude, it's gonna be different. The only problem with this team, outside of like what I mentioned with the offensive line, like they're solid. Everybody on that line is solid. They're just not healthy. But the main problem is, first of all, I feel like that special teams unit lost Cordell Patterson. That hurt a lot. Tariq Cohen's still not back, so I really don't know who's going to be returning punts. And then the secondary, bro, Kyle Fuller's gone. He's gone with Vic Fangio. It's a big L. You got Duke Shelley as your number 2. Jalen Johnson hasn't been fully healthy in like 3-4 years now in a row. It's always his shoulder. So for me, as much as I want to say that the Bears can win the North if Justin Fields starts from week 1 on, I wouldn't risk that. I wouldn't risk throwing him to Aaron Donald week 1. But with that being said, fellas, I got to go cough my lungs out. I'll talk to y'all later. I'll let Freddie finish this off. Go Bears, baby. 17-0. We're here.
Jonathan, Mike, we hope you get to feeling better.
So Jordan and I are going to be making our picks as far as divisions and everything go on our next show. And I actually have the Bears not winning the division, but taking one of the wild card spots.
Mm-hmm. I can see that.
Really, Mike just solidified my point. Like, start him later. I wouldn't say he's a god, but I mean, maybe for Chicago, maybe he can be, like that Jalen Hurts or like that Kyler Murray, someone that's mobile. Because if you think about it, the Bears haven't really had a mobile quarterback. I mean, Mitch Trubisky was a little bit. He was like kind of like a Daniel Jones, kind of, he can move when he wants, or like a Joe Flacco. Like, so Justin Fields, he's a little bit, I feel like it's like the NBA. Like, you got Curry shooting threes, Lamar Jackson in the NFL running the ball. And now they're kind of getting into the groove where like they have to have a hybrid offense, So I feel like he kind of made my point. Wait, start Andy Dalton, throw him to the pack of wolves, let Foles play, and then get Justin Fields ready and suit it up. Because
me personally,
Donald's coming from him, man. Donald's coming.
Me personally, what I got out of Mike, he sounded like a Cowboy fan. Okay, I mean just the little.
I ain't gonna lie, he did 17-0.
17-0. Oh man.
Oh man.
All right,
he's optimistic. He is.
Yo, before we get to the next thing, how do you feel about my Ravens, man? How do y'all feel about this season, man?
They'll be the second best team in that division, maybe. I don't know. You know what I mean? Odell Beckham Jr. is coming back.
But he's still kind of hurt.
Yeah, I believe Odell's going to have a better season this year.
Yeah, I think he's going to go on a tear.
Yeah, I think he's going to show the world that he's still that wide receiver. He's still that man. Baker Mayfield got to get more comfortable with him because he needs to. Odell Beckham Jr. deserves to have 8 to 9 targets a game. They need to give that man the ball. Find a way to give Odell Beckham Jr. the football.
But I love that rush attack more. They have
I understand that. But when Odell Beckham,
Kareem Hunt, man, they can destroy you on the ground.
Hey, we got Dobbins, we got Gus Edwards, man. We got some running backs too, man.
I understand that. But Odell Beckham Jr. was going to give the Browns over that hump. Odell Beckham Jr. He's making plays.
And Landry too. Landry's there too.
Yeah, you got Landry, but Odell have to be the man.
Yeah, he has to. Yeah, I feel like every game, like every year, like he gets hurt. Like like the first game, like
yeah. Well, I'll say this though: if he's the vocal point of that offense, watch out. Watch out.
Right. All I'm gonna say. Yeah, I can. Yeah, Freddie. I'll get you that top two in our division because we got a Big Ben. Then you got Haskins and the Steelers. Burrow's come off an ACL injury or NCL. Like he's gonna be kind of like rugged a little bit. Start out. It's gonna be Browns and Ravens. Like
I'm not sold on the Steelers. I think the Ravens is the real challenge for the Cleveland Browns.
Ravens is the top dog in that division, man. Like,
yeah, definitely.
Well, I'm not gonna say the Ravens. I mean, pump the brakes. I mean, stop it.
Because I'm not sold on the Steelers. The Steelers have a great offense, but I'm not so sure about their defense. Their defense,
our defense is good too. We got Peters. We got
the Steelers defense.
No, our defense.
We
got Humphreys, Peters.
Oh yeah, the Ravens defense is nice.
Pump the brakes.
And we got Justin Houston too. We got him too.
Yep.
No, I didn't know we turning the show to the Cowboy show. I mean, stop it. Pump the brakes. Pump the brakes.
Carry on, man.
You're talking about you. I mean, you think you're being a little bit disrespectful to the Steelers. You talking about a coach, Mike Tomlin, who never had a losing season. And you gonna give him this kind of disrespect? Who been running that division for years? No, you got to give a little bit more love than that. I mean, I'm sorry.
Hey, I got nothing but love for Mike Tomlin.
Yeah, no, I mean, all love for Mike Tomlin, but
I'm just saying,
Big Ben's is up there in age, elbow injury.
So let me ask you a question. Mm-hmm. You talk about the Ravens. What key receiver do they have down there? I'm waiting.
So we got right now this season.
Yeah, this season.
So we had Watkins. We had Hollywood Brown come off. We got Bateman, a rookie.
Yeah, that's very impressive.
I mean, we got Porsche, Dumerve.
Haven't we been criticizing Lamar Jackson the last couple of years because they have had not that much of a passing attack? And
we'll see this year because we got to beat up our O line with Ziegler and Villanueva, whatever from the Steelers. So we got a good O line. Stanley coming back. We got Nick Boyle coming back, one of our top blocking tight ends.
Hey.
So we'll see, man. We'll see.
Hey, don't be surprised if the Steelers sneak up in there. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah. I mean, what's gonna be between? I think it's gonna be a three-way race: Ravens, Browns, and Steelers. Because Burrow's kind of had that injury, come off that injury. We'll see if he does good. But it's gonna be a three-way race for that division. But Ravens are at the top.
I'm gonna say the Browns are at the top. You say the Steelers, I say the Browns. Me personally, all that firepower that they have with that defense.
The Browns have a good roster on paper, but I mean, they're not really. They did some shit this year, but like, they got to prove to me that they can get to the playoffs and extend that run.
They got a playoff win last year.
I extend that run. You know what I'm saying?
They made some improvements on their defense, though.
So they did.
So when is the Ravens going to make this? And this is what you want the Browns to do. Well, when are they going to do this?
Well, I'm excited for this year because we got some new pieces. I'm excited to see how they gel together. And plus, it's different because last year of COVID, they didn't really get to play together in like the training camp.
But that's everybody, Jordan. That's everybody.
That's true. That's true.
This is why I hate people say, "Oh, the Lakers championship don't count because it was in the bubble." Everybody had the same situation.
Right. I'm just tired of people saying Lamar can't throw because he can throw the ball. He didn't have the pieces last year to do that. I mean, he had Hollywood Brown.
I think he can throw, but I don't think your coach going to allow him to throw. I don't think I have the right plays for him.
He showed us he can throw in his maiden season, so I'm not really surprised there.
Sammy Watkins good, but he don't really have a number one option. Sammy Watkins is good. I mean, he's like a good second or third option type wide receiver.
Yeah.
I mean, he needs if he had Odell Beckham Jr. in Baltimore. Oh my!
Give me DeAndre Hopkins or Michael Thomas, and then we get a different story.
Yeah. But let's move on to the next topic. Y'all bringing in this wasn't on the topic list.
I know it wasn't, but it was in my mind, man.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Trust, man.
Where's the Ravens on our topic list?
Right. My fault.
No, you good. No, when you talking sports, it happened.
Hey, man.
The San Francisco 49ers, even though they got Jimmy G, they got Trey Lance. Who should be the starting quarterback? I'm going to go with you on this one, Tony.
I mean, me personally, this is one of those scenarios where I would say put the rookie out first. I mean, yes, Kyle Shanahan is 24-9 with Jimmy G as a starter, but he's 5-23 without him. And Jimmy G has shown that he has an injury history, and they have the 9th best O-line in the entire league. So, I mean, as far as giving a rookie probably one of the best chances to succeed with not just the mastermind of offense that Kyle Shanahan is, a good offense. He's got a reliable tight end. He's got good wide receivers. Kyle Shanahan's going to finally do the run game. He's got a great defense behind him too. I mean, really, I would say all the rookie quarterbacks, this is probably one of the best scenarios where I think the rookie quarterback would flourish if he was to just start the entire season. And I feel like Kyle Shanahan and Mike Lynch are kind of in the same boat as Matt Nagy and Ryan Pace. Yeah, you guys have proven when everybody's healthy and when you have everybody that you need that you can win. Well, now you have a quarterback that has the raw talent. Go and run with it, because I think being in the NFC West, that's probably the toughest division in all of football. If you get out to a slow start, it's going to be super hard for you to catch back up, especially if you're looking at Seattle, LA, and the Cardinals, all three of which could very easily make a run for that NFC West title. So to me, I say Trey Lance should start.
I definitely agree with you 100%. Trey Lance is going to a team. To me, the 49ers are a quarterback away for contending for a Super Bowl. And the reason why I say that, if you look at a few years ago when they went to the Super Bowl, what was the problem? Shanahan put the ball into Jimmy G's hand in the fourth quarter. They went away from the running game. He said, "Okay, take me home." Jimmy G's not that good. He's not that quarterback. He's the type of quarterback that's going to he's going to be I can't think of the word. He's not going to do too much. He's going there. He'll get the ball to. He'll make a couple plays. He's a game manager. That's the type of game that he is, and he does it well. I mean, look who he got traded from. The
New England Patriots.
New England Patriots, and that's one of Bill Belichick's biggest thing with Tom Brady. Tom Brady is a great quarterback, but guess what? He started out to be a great game manager type quarterback. I believe Trey Lance will get his team a boost with the O-line, with that defense, with the receivers, with those backs, with Kittle as the tight end. I believe they'll be the best team in the division, but it all depends on who's starting at the QB position. Jonathan, you're out there in Southern California. I know it's in San Francisco. You might see something a lot different than we do. Who should be the starting quarterback?
Yeah, when Trey Lance was drafted, I believed he was one of the top quarterbacks that was NFL ready. He just has shown flashes of maturity. This guy definitely has it, and he has given us a glimpse of what he can bring. I mean, I think he is ready to be thrown into the fire. Like I said earlier, the only way you get better is by doing, right? But Lance has shown the extraordinary dimension he brings to the 49ers. And I think with Kyle Shanahan as the head coach, with his ability to develop young quarterbacks like Trey Lance, I think he puts him in the best position to succeed. So yes, put him out there. Let's see what he can do in the regular season. I know it's only preseason right now. It's a different ball game, but when the games really start getting going, getting going, we really see more of Trey Lance. I really like this kid. I think this kid can hurt you in so many ways with his feet and his arm strength. This guy comes with a complete package. I think he has a bright future in the NFL, and I think he's definitely going to be the face of the 49ers franchise.
Justin, do you agree?
Yeah, I mean, the days of the pocket passer are pretty much behind us. I mean, and that's what Jimmy Garoppolo is a pocket passer.
Well, unless you're
And-
Tom Brady.
What's
Yeah.
that?
Well, unless you're Tom Brady.
Oh, that's true.
And you just play forever.
Yeah, but I mean, you've got a kid like Trey Lance who checks all the boxes. I mean, the only disadvantage that he has is he hasn't played a game in 2 years or a year and a half, really, because the FCS didn't have a season last year. But I think, I mean, like has been said already, Jimmy Garoppolo has proved that he's not durable. He's going to get injured at some point in the season. And what's your other option, Nate Sudfeld? I mean, that's the only other quarterback on the roster. So, I mean, Trey Lance, I see Trey Lance starting week 1.
All right, Jordan, are you rolling with Trey or are you going Jimmy G?
Well, just like the great Stephen Smith said, porn star Jimmy or Trey Lance, man. So I'm gonna go with Trey Lance because, like I said, it's kind of a different situation than the Bears, you know. With Justin Fields, definitely, I feel like Justin Fields should wait. I think Trey Lance should start right off the bat because, like you said, you got a good fullback in Kyle Juszczyk, former Raven. You got I like Mozart as a running back, really talented running back. We got a good Mohamed Sanu, senior from the Atlanta Falcons. So I'd rather have Trey Lance start out. And like you said, I think they're a quarterback away from contending from the Super Bowl. So I feel like him young, like just like Devin said, a hybrid quarterback, you can do it, run it and throw it. Why not start early? So I think we're all in agreement with Trey Lance starting.
All right, you guys, real quick, since just due to time on these next couple ones, let's just keep it 30 seconds to each take. Let's go ahead and go with the next one, the New England Patriots. Do you guys see it's going to be Mac Jones or Cam Newton? Me personally, if I was the New England Patriots, I would go with Cam. You know, Cam have a lot to prove. Cam is not this bad of a quarterback. Put some respect on his name, like bro. Like he's still a good quality quarterback. Just use him the right way. They put pieces around him. Give this man an opportunity. That's my 30 seconds. Justin, do you agree with me or would you go Cam Mac Jones?
I actually disagree.
Uh-oh.
Being an Alabama fan, I've seen what Mac Jones can do, and this isn't an Alabama Auburn thing and saying Cam, get out of here because you're a former Auburn graduate. But I think Cam isn't as durable as he used to be. I don't think Cam is the Cam that he was 4 or 5 years ago. So I think you give Mac Jones the reins in week 1. I mean, I said the time of the pocket passer is going away, but Mac Jones is a pocket passer, and Josh McDaniels and Bill Belichick know how to utilize what he can do. So I say Mac Jones.
Not even give Cam a chance.
Nope.
Oh.
He had his chance last year.
Jordan, who should be the
I mean, I've seen more preseason play, man, like to pick my decision. But I think I'm to go. I don't know, man. I think I want to fit with both. I like Mac because the Alabama quarterback, and I like Cam because he's still mobile a little bit. I'm about to go Cam and start out, and then if he doesn't work out, then Mac Jones.
Tony, who you rolling with?
Say, I'm not gonna lie, I've never been sold on Alabama quarterback, so no, I'm gonna go with Cam. Alabama quarterbacks never make it unless you're Tua or Jalen, and they're still too early to tell. I mean, if you look at last year, Cam did really well prior to him getting COVID. It's just New England's offense is always changing; they're always having to learn. So I think Cam just kind of struggled to catch back up. I think next year with that, he'll be fine, and I don't see Bill Belichick handing the keys off to a rookie that soon without at least seeing what Cam has to offer, being fully healthy.
All right, John.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. This is the first time Bill Belichick has had uncertainty at the quarterback position, trying to figure out which quarterback he's going to run with. I think he goes with Cam Newton now. I know Cam Newton's not as mobile as he used to be, but Cam Newton has a different mentality this season. I don't know if you guys have been aware of that.
He's been working out.
This guy, yes, he's been working out. His regimen is different, but his mindset is also different too. This guy knows if he doesn't get it done in week 1, it could be it for him. It could be over for him. We could be hearing the post-Newton era. So if he wants to keep his job and maintain his job and don't want to lose it to a rookie quarterback, he knows what he has to do. And I think we're going to see a different Cam Newton this season.
I think they're both in good hands, though, because they got a good coach, obviously, in the bunch. So they're both in good hands. So, we'll see where that goes.
All right, the New Orleans Saints. You have Taysom Hill, and you have Jameis Winston. And me personally, Taysom Hill is 30 years old. He was supposed to be this utility guy with Drew Brees. Me personally, I'm going Jameis Winston. We know what he can do at the QB position. He was there 5 years in Tampa Bay. There was talk, should he get this massive deal, even though he throws a lot of interceptions. If Sean Payton can convince, help work on that part, you do get a good quality quarterback. And Jameis Winston, I don't believe in Hill. Me personally, I think he's a great utility player. But there's a reason why at 30 years of age, you're not a starting quarterback. You're not a quarter. You don't even look at yourself people don't look at you as a quarterback at 30 years of age. That's just the truth. Tony.
Yeah, I'd agree. I see Jameis. They still have a great old line, even without Thomas. Sean Payton is one of those, again, another mastermind offensive coach. He's going to make it work. Defense is still solid, too. Hill to me is what Tim Tebow should have been if Tim Tebow would have actually lasted in the NFL and been willing to change positions. That to me is what Tim Tebow would be. A gadget player, like you said. He's 30. He's never started. He's never really been an actual franchise quarterback. I think they're just doing it to keep people confused and on their toes as far as who's going to start.
All right, Jonathan.
Well, Tim Tebow still changed positions later in his career, and it didn't work out for him. But on to
10 years too late.
But to answer everyone's question here, Taysom Hill, I always butcher his name. He's an exciting name, right? He's an exciting quarterback. When he comes in, he gives you a boost. He brings that energy. He's an electrifying player, right? But no, he's not your starting quarterback. You go with Jameson Winston here. Look, guys, Jameson Winston might be a quarterback that makes a lot of mistakes and turn over the football a lot. But look, if he cleans up his number of turnovers and if he limits those number of mistakes, he could be a pure quarterback. If he just cuts back on some of those interceptions that he throw, I don't think I've ever seen a quarterback that goes 30 for 30 touchdowns and 30 interceptions in the same season. If he turns his game completely around, he could be a decent quarterback for the Saints. But again, I'm with Tony. I think Peyton's going to make this work. He's an offensive mastermind. He knows quarterbacks. And, they're going to figure this out either way.
All right. Jordan, who should be the quarterback?
I think it's going to be Jameis Winston, because it's just like Jonathan said with Cam Newton, he's getting up there with age, kind of Jameis Winston. He was kind of 50-50 on the Buccaneers. But I think, he has a different mentality. His body looks great shape. His arm looks good. So I feel like Jameis Winston's gonna be a starter.
All right, Justin.
I'm going to keep it short. Jameis Winston's going to be the starter. That's the only way that they can keep those packages in there for Taysom Hill to be that utility player that he is. Jameis Winston.
All right. Real quick, we're on the last one. We're going with the Denver Broncos. I believe they don't have the quarterback on the roster. They should wait out a year and next year try to pick up Aaron Rodgers, and then he'll take them to the glory land. Tony.
I would agree with you, except for Aaron Rodgers. I would say they go for a quarterback of the future. Just tank, go for Spencer Rattler. Spencer Rattler, I think, has been great for Oklahoma. As far as at least quarterbacks that they have on the roster currently, I say go with Teddy. He's a proven vet. Yes, he's a game manager, but he's probably got the best weapons and the best defense around him that he's ever had in his career. You got Cortland Sutton, Jerry Jeudy, Noah Fant, decent offensive line. Running game's a little bit of a question, but defensively, I think they're solid. So to me, I go with Teddy. Drew Lock has had a couple years with those weapons, and he's just continued to make mistakes.
You know, I never really get the take of people saying, "Oh, I'd rather go get a young quarterback than Aaron Rodgers." That's always makes me laugh. Like you rather go get a quarterback that don't know what they're doing than a quarterback who won a Super Bowl, who's capable, and who can elevate your team to win the Super Bowl now, rather than later.
Yeah, but he wanted to do this, like, get the band back together with, like, Clay Matthews and Randall Cobb and all them. And
What's wrong with that?
they're old, man. They're done. They got released for a reason.
Man, hey, don't sleep on old folks. You know, hey, Jonathan, don't you feel a little bit more wiser at this month, than you did 4 or 5 years ago, my friend?
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. Wiser, more experience. Hey, I'm just saying. Just saying. All right, Justin, who should start down there in Denver?
I think Drew Lock has shown what he is. Drew Lock's not a starting quarterback. Teddy Bridgewater has shown what he is too. He's not a starting quarterback, but he's the best of the two options. So, I mean, Teddy Bridgewater all the way.
All right, Jordan.
I'm going to have to keep it short and simple. I'm going to have to agree with Justin and Bridgewater. Like, kind of, he has a good arm. He showed me what he can do in Carolina last year. Yeah, I think Bridgewater, because I was going to say Drew Lock, but he's trash. I mean, like last year, they didn't have no quarterback. They had to have, like a receiver at the quarterback or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
Embarrassing. Carry on, man.
All right, Jonathan.
Drew Lock was a dumpster fire. Okay, he definitely does not have that position on lock. He has shown that he is not capable of engineering an offense. So I have to go with Teddy Bridgewater.
All right. Just because of times, we're gonna hit the last two topics of the NBA. With the new schedule release, what games are you most excited for?
I got a picture of that schedule.
Opening night, you got the Nets, you got the Bucks, you got the Lakers, you got the Warriors. Christmas, you got the Lakers, Brooklyn, Golden State, Phoenix, Brooklyn. No, I already said that. Knicks, Hawks. I'm just going off the dome on this one. It's going to be heated, man. It's going to be heated. Jonathan, what game are you looking for? Are you ready to see mostly?
Opening night, Lakers against the Warriors. You know, last time those two teams played, they played in the play-in tournament, and the Lakers kind of struggled. You know, the Lakers barely came away with the victory. And I remember writing about that. And I wrote, was it panic time for the Lakers? So I'm interested to see with this team being a new look team now, a roster that's made up of veteran superstars. I want to see how they fare against these Warriors. Because remember, Steph Curry's a little younger. You know, they got a younger roster. And I just want to see how the Lakers match up against the Warriors on opening night. I think that's going to be a fun game.
Yeah, I'm not too worried. I feel sorry for Steph. What's going to happen over tonight? I feel sorry for him. But the game that I'm most important want to see is Christmas Day. Brooklyn, we coming. Brooklyn, we coming. King James going to deliver a gift on Christmas Day. It's going to be in there. It's going to be in Staples. We gonna send a statement out there. We going to show you who run the NBA. Russell Westbrook going to deliver a triple-double on Christmas.
That's gonna be a gift for us, man.
Brooklyn, sit down. Whoever want to go, y'all can go.
I mean, I like the Brooklyn Nets, of course, the Christmas Day game. Also, I like the Hawks and the Mavericks on, I think, Wednesday, because I mean, I want to see. I think Luka and they were both like swap trades, right?
Oh yeah, Trae Young and
so Luka. I want to see that. But that, like you said, Freddie, my man, Lakers fan, packed, stable center, man, rocking crowd, superstars
Jack
on the
Nicholson
court side. You know what I'm saying?
Jack
I want to see that
Nicholson
Brooklyn
back.
game. That's gonna be a finals preview, man.
Jack Nicholson in the house, Denzel in the house, Snoop, Magic.
can't wait, man.
I can't wait for it. I might, you know what? I might need to save me a couple.
But
Come out there and watch
I
it.
saw a point. They have to stay healthy. Everyone has to stay healthy for that game, man. Everyone has to stay non-injury prone. Like,
But you know what? I need to commit Adam Silver one thing before we go. About time he didn't put them flippers on Christmas Day. Ain't nobody want to watch the flippers. I don't. I don't want to watch them.
Yo, what's going on with the Clippers, man?
It's
Had
the
bad
Clippers.
going, ship to ship. Like,
He got traded twice.
Yeah.
That's who they are. They are the flippers. That's what they do. Yeah, and you surprised about this? Stop.
Naming them after a dolphin.
Yeah.
crazy.
All right, Tony. What game or what matchup are you looking forward to most?
I'm looking forward to two of those on Christmas. I'm looking forward to the Lakers and the Nets. I'm going to be a little bit of the villain here. I can't wait for the young guys to beat up on the old nursing home people of the Lakers.
Who's the young guys? Who's the young guys?
Huh?
Who's the young guys?
I mean, KD, Harden, Kyrie, they all younger than, 37-year-old Melo, like 36, 37, 38-year-old LeBron.
But you know what? You know what's funny? People said that about us, but if you bring up
Tony, you said I'm old, man. I'm 36.
No. You're not
I'm kidding.
old. They're basketball old. My bad. I should care about their basketball old.
If you average both team ages, the Brooklyn team is not that much younger than the Lakers. But just carry the hell on. Just want to let you know that. There's more than you know that.
But I will give you this. I will give you this. I could still see the Lakers winning, even with all y'all from the nursing home and your walkers. I still see y'all getting at least 15, 20 points per all them players, and I can still see y'all pulling it out. But I am excited for that game.
We gonna see the best Melo we have in a while.
Yeah, Russell, I heard he got some beef with KD. Like Russell and KD got some little beef going on. Like, prior to the past years.
I just hope the Lakers don't have a battle roster by mid-season.
Yeah, that's my only thing is I just hope that they're able to get healthy to get to that point. And same with Brooklyn.
And we about to get our team.
And then I'm looking forward to the Suns and the Warriors. I mean, you got primarily young team versus the old dynasty team that's still trying to figure itself out and trying to move forward from where it was. So I think that's going to be an interesting game.
All right, Justin.
Yeah, that's a fun matchup too.
Justin, what matchup you looking forward to most?
So I'm going to cheat a little bit. I don't have a specific matchup that I'm looking forward to, but I'm looking forward to the Lakers' first 5 to 10 games just to see how this new starting lineup gels. Are they going to fall apart? Are they going to go 2-8 because they have 3 different guys who want the ball every possession?
Who's those 3 guys?
You've got
LeBron,
Russell Westbrook, who wants the ball every possession to bring it up. You've got LeBron James, who on every team he's played on has had to bring up the ball and have the ball in his hands every single time.
Hold on.
He's
Wait.
He's right. They're both ball dominant. He's right.
Hold on.
He's right, but LeBron has done really well about not being as forward with that the last couple years. Like he's tried to get AD and other guys to actually be that front person to take the ball, and LeBron just do what he needs to do.
Hold on.
Right.
Justin, you just said when you went to LeBron, he wants the ball. He had to have the ball in his hand because he didn't have nobody, so he could say, "Here, take the ball." But now you have a man say, "Russ, here, finally set the offense up." Continue.
Yeah, but like I told you, Freddie, weeks ago, like I told you, man, you didn't listen. Like, I mean, you have Russell Westbrook. Can he subjugate his ego is the big question.
Jonathan, let me ask you a question. You remember when we won the championship a few years ago?
But you didn't win it with Russ?
No, just Jonathan. Do you remember we won the championship years ago?
Yeah.
You remember we brought in Dwight Howard and it was big. So, oh, he got this ego. What did he do? Did he put that ego behind him and do whatever was best for the team?
But that's not everyone.
No, I'm asking you. Did he do that? No, answer the question. Did Dwight Howard do that?
Did he do that?
Yes. Did he put his ego down and come in and do whatever the Lakers asked him to do?
He did what he had to do, but I'm not sure he put his ego down.
Okay.
I would say he was productive.
Okay. Carmelo Anthony. Remember there was a point in time when he was out of the league? Didn't he put his stuff down and say, "Yo, I'm willing to come off the bench"? Didn't he do that?
Yeah.
Now, if you
He-
look at
I
Russell,
just hope I just hope he's conducive to helping his team win a championship.
but look at this, John. Look at this.
That's
Look at
all
this.
I'm saying.
Look at this, John. I'm trying to break it down to you, my brother. Just listen. You have Russell Westbrook, who was a LA native. Hey, that's his home. Went to college right there at UCLA. Do a lot for the streets of LA. He was drafted he went to OKC. He was there in Houston. He was there in Washington. Now he's at home. He knows what the opportunity is right now in LA. He knows it's an opportunity to win a championship. So he knows he's going to play with King. No, I'm not going to say King. I'm going to say King James. He's going to have a chance to play with one of the greatest players of all time. And he knows that if he listens and take a step back, say, LeBron, how do I win? And LeBron going to teach him how to win. And so I don't have a problem with Westbrook. Matter of fact, I believe the person who needs to take the step back is not Westbrook. I believe it's LeBron. I believe they going to tell Westbrook, be you. And I have no problem with that. You know why? We have an aging LeBron James. We need somebody who can come in there and carry this load, make it easy for LeBron. I heard an interview with Magic Johnson. He said the best thing for LeBron right now in his career is to have somebody who can bring the ball down where LeBron can get rest during the game. If you can get LeBron back in the post where he can get stuff started and have Westbrook bring the ball to him. I'm
not disagreeing with you. Westbrook can be that guy, but he has to show humility and he has to put an emphasis on teamwork. And if he does that, then this could be successful.
I don't know why people act like he haven't done this. He did this in Houston. People tend to forget his season in Houston. Did y'all forget?
But he has to sacrifice his individual play, and if he can do that, I think the Lakers can.
And he did that in Houston.
I'm gonna see individual play because didn't he average a triple double? Like he was assists.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I was gonna have when you said individual player, but when he averaged triple double, like he had points, assists, he was dishing out assists.
Yeah,
so is that an individual player? Or
he
player?
dished out assists, but there was times where he took shots where he shouldn't have taken shots.
Okay, all right. I got you.
He'll jack up
he'll
a
ball
lot
hog
of
it
shots
sometimes.
and miss them. Yeah, sometimes he gets carried away. He tries to do too much. He's that player that tries to do too much. And instead of playing hero ball, be a little bit more unselfish. Get your players involved. It's fine if you get an open look, take it.
Now, I will say I think that's where LeBron kind of steps in. I think LeBron will teach him not to do that type of stuff. I'll give LeBron that. The only thing that I would be afraid of as a Lakers fan is, we've seen him. He can do great in the regular season. Look, he took Washington to the play-in. He helped Houston. He even took OKC by himself. But it's when he goes into the playoffs, as Skip Bayless put it, he turns into Le West Brick, and he can't hit nothing. So, I mean, that to me as a Lakers fan is the only thing that I would be worried about. I ain't worried about regular season Russ. Regular season Russ is going to ball out. That's no question about it. It's playoff Russ that I'm worried about.
You're right. He pulls the disappearing act, and he has a tendency to fold in the playoffs, and that's when the Lakers are going to need him the most.
We got some additional pieces. We got like Wayne Ellington. We got Malik Monk. We got some young.
Malik Monk is nice.
He's nice. We got Dwight Howard back. I mean, so.
You listen to what Skip Bayless got to say.
Oh, Skip Bayless.
I mean, listen.
Didn't he get owned by that girl on live TV?
The only thing Skip Bayless and I have in common is that we're sneakerheads. That's the only thing me and him have in common.
Man, one thing I disagree about that West Brick, whatever comment it is in the playoffs, and I understand it. When you're talking about a dude by the name Russell Westbrook, who's been for the last couple of years been on the team basically by himself carrying the team, it takes a lot on your legs, man, to go to a regular season by yourself carrying the team. Now you don't have to worry about that now. And I'm gonna say this when we pass it to Justin. I think Westbrook's going to benefit AD and LeBron in two ways. I believe AD can't take plays off now. I believe Westbrook going to say, "Hey man, we got to go 100%, 100%." One knock about LeBron, he's missing at times. He's missing that heart, and we all know Russell Westbrook bringing that heart to the game every night.
Yeah, he's back in LA. He's back in LA. Back where he's from.
He ain't scared of nothing.
He's
He
a
ain't
fierce
scared of
competitor.
nothing. So, Justin,
Poor Justin,
we got
we cut him off.
we got all the talking about all this and all that. What matchup did you already say? No, you already said your matchup.
I'm the one that started this whole conversation.
Yeah, you were the one that started the conversation. I forgot. Everybody touched on this. Let's go ahead and we got about 10 more minutes. Let's go ahead.
All in all, man, I'm excited for this season, man. Summer League was freaking crazy ass dunks from rookies. Mm-hmm. Even the rookies this year, man. Who's that white kid that they like that the Lakers signed? That that nice kid. I forget his name.
Tech, dude from Texas Tech, right?
He's nice, man.
Yeah, he's nice.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So I'm excited to see the rookies in too, man. Like even freaking Jalen Suggs. I'm excited to see all these young rookies. Kate Cunningham from the Pistons.
Yeah, I'm excited to see him.
I'm excited. All in all, arguments aside, Laker fan, whatever. I'm excited all in all for this season, man.
I will say when we win the championship, I'm coming for everybody who talked about AIDS.
Oh, believe me, I'm right by your side, Freddie. Right by your side, Freddie.
I'm coming to all the haters that said the Lakers only won because it was a pandemic.
Everybody started out equal in that one. Yeah, you can't just say the Lakers won because of that. No, everybody was equal at that point. It's just
everyone was
took
equal,
advantage.
Right. I agree.
All right, last topic for the night, gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
You guys seen the reports swirling around the Zion family's going out of New Orleans. Where do you think Zion should go if he's a free agent or have the option to be traded? Jordan.
Well, first of all, I didn't see that report. Or I know it's there, but I didn't see the article. But it's I knew that was a problem before, but shoot, man, what team I like him. That's a hard question off the bat. I like him in Charlotte with LaMelo Ball, LiAngelo. They fit, they gel. Somewhere on the East Coast, man. That's where I see him at. I know, kind of weird, right? I see y'all's faces. But
No, it makes sense. I mean, he's a Duke guy. I mean, what better place to put him than back around the Duke area? So I mean, that actually makes a lot of sense.
I feel like y'all could feel like, why Charlotte?
It makes a lot of sense. He was a household name at Duke, so seeing him go to Charlotte and play with LaMelo Ball that would actually be exciting to watch. I think that would have the league talking. If those two guys play together on the same team.
I don't know who would have to give up though to get him. That's a good question.
I heard that he was actually linked to Golden State, which I thought was pretty interesting.
I was just about to say that, Mr. Jonathan. You're a smart man. This is why we got you on Just Say the Truth. I think Golden State Warriors. Could you imagine Steph throwing the lob to Zion? I mean, could you just imagine? That would be beautiful. They would be dominant on the three-point line and on the inside. I mean, just ooh. All right,
crazy. That's scary.
All right, Justin.
So why is nobody talking about Zion just staying and getting pieces around him? I mean, you give him a Damian Lillard. Give him a Bradley Beal. Give him somebody around him that's going to help him out. Stay with the Pelicans, but give him pieces. I mean, this is the Aaron Rodgers thing. Aaron Rodgers is not happy in Green Bay because Green Bay won't give him weapons around him. Zion is not happy in New Orleans because he doesn't have weapons around him. He doesn't have help. Give him a Bradley Beal. Give him a Damian Lillard. Stay in New Orleans.
Yeah, the thing about New Orleans, David Griffin have not done anything to improve this roster. He let Lonzo Ball go. You got back, good chips back.
Bledsoe.
Bledsoe was a good riddance. I mean, Bledsoe's kind of overhyped to me. I mean, he can score, but that's about it.
All they got is Ingram, man. He's nice. Man.
I mean, they have Brandon Ingram.
That's all they got, man. Yeah. And Hayes, but he got involved with the cops. I think I don't know what the NBA with that involved.
You focus on building around those two core players, and if you can do that, then that might keep Zion Williamson happy, and he might decide to stay where he's at.
But
they should resign Josh Hart.
They already did. The problem is with the Brandon Ingram though, is that Brandon Ingram it's a real argument that could be Brandon Ingram's team instead of Zion's because I mean he played just as good, if not better than Zion's last year, and I do believe that he deserved to have have his own team because Brandon Ingram's man for the last couple of years has balled out. I mean, it's that argument, but I think losing Lonzo is for a really big deal, man, because them three really gel well with each other. I just don't know. Tony, take us home.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of point out. The owner of the Pelicans is the same owner that owns the Saints. So I mean, he's focusing more on the Saints than he is New Orleans. I mean, I could see them staying in New Orleans, bringing pieces around them. But I would also agree too. I mean, why not go get Bradley Beal, or why don't Washington go get them? I mean, they got all those picks and everything, all the bulk for as far as like the Westbrook trade. I said it the other night. I'm still a big proprietor of it. I think that the Mavericks need to just build a super team, have Luka, Dame, and Zion, all three, to be able to contend in the West.
That's interesting, man. I was gonna say that too, but that's a good one.
Yeah, Brandon Ingram, man, he's gotten better since he left the Lakers. I think that immense pressure of being in LA under the light here in LA, it was a bit too much for him. Not every player can handle the pressure that comes with being a Laker.
I mean, look at DeAndre Russell. He's on the Lakers now. He did work in Brooklyn. Now he's in Minnesota.
Yep, and once they leave and go to other cities,
what are y'all talking about?
They're able to maximize their talent, and then they look like a totally different player than the one you saw in LA.
No, that's not true.
What happened? I didn't hear correctly. What was
if the Lakers didn't trade Brandon Ingram, he was going to still be the same player. The problem is with LA, we don't believe in waiting for players to develop. We don't believe in that. We believe in getting the superstar, winning now.
Let Kobe develop.
Yeah,
that was 20 years ago.
Hey, this is a guy that shot 4 air balls. I remember that.
Yeah, but for a certain period of time. I mean, but still, we don't wait 3 to 4 years to let a player turn into.
You're right. We're an impatient fan base. We like to win now, and we like to go out and get the superstars and build a team that way.
That's who we are.
Nobody builds to the draft anymore. That's why I don't understand all these people that say, well, good teams built through the draft. That's not always true. That's not always the case.
Nope. But hey, you guys, this is another episode of Just Say the Truth. I want to thank Tony, so you're part of Just Say the Truth now. I want to thank Jordan and Justin for coming on.
Yes, sir.
You guys did your thing. I want to thank Tony for coming on as well. I want to thank my brother Jonathan for coming on. We'll be back this Friday evening. We'll bring the truth to you, like we always do. And I'll be there. We'll all be there. And hey, let's get it, man. Peace out.
Let's go. Peace out, man.
Alrighty, y'all.